Hello, YouTubeverse. Hi, I'm Trouble8385, and today I want to talk about this constant attack on the internet through these bills. Well, currently a lot of people are focusing on the ones through the United States Congress, which first it was the S978 bill, then it was the IP Protect bill, and now it's the SOPA. And why it's great that people inform people in the community and the internet that these bills are out there so they can stand up and stop these bills from going anywhere. It is really only a small part of the solution to the problem that we're currently going to have and going to have for a while. Listen, the people who are trying to get these bills through, the groups, the organizations, the lobbies, they're not going to stop. They've done this before with bills, they'll do it again. They'll go through, if it takes 30 years, they will find a way to get it through, because what they do is they rebrand the name of a bill to make it something that sounds perfectly harmless or something good for everybody. And then they get the dumb people to, in their mind, it sounds like a good idea. And then you have people starting to fight, and before you know it, the bill gets through. And not only do they do that, but what they do is they dumb down the bill. They strip stuff out of it slowly to just get their foot in the door, to get it down enough where everybody goes, you know what, that doesn't sound too bad. It's a common practice in politics. You dumb something down enough till people pass it, but once it gets through, maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, you'll see a little note in your favorite internet news site, or maybe your newspaper if you read that. It'll say, oh, the government, your local Congress has amended this original bill and they've added this, this, and this. And then over time, they keep adding it till they get the original bill in. But what happens to the public and why the outrage isn't there is because they slowly added onto that bill and you slowly adjusted as the bill went around. Your mind starts to reasoning is that's not so bad, and then before you know it, the whole bill is through, the whole thing's there, and you're following the laws. But because they did it slowly, you're not upset anymore. This is where the problem comes in with people. The ultimate solution to this problem is a multi-layered solution, to be honest. It's not one simple thing that you're involved with this situation. First of all, to pay attention to your politicians that you vote for who support these type of bills, and to make sure you do not vote for these people or support these people financially in any way. The other thing you need to pay attention to is the companies who are sponsoring the bill, like the RIAA and stuff. Those are the groups you shouldn't give your money to or support those groups anyway, because those companies are going to continually keep fighting. The RIAA to me is like a mob. They're like a mobsters. They just want to ram their things down your throat. They don't care what you want. Remember one thing, when it comes to politics, they're supposed to do what the public wants, not the public do what they want. Too many people seem to forget that today. Illegal downloading, that technically is a public opinion, not government opinion. That over time, what has become illegal to legal was because the public deemed it legal, not the people in office, not the companies, the public did. And through the public, changes were made. And for the people who say, oh, it's just going to be the way it's always going to be. Well, you know what? You're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. Because you just accept things the way they are. In life, nothing gets accomplished if you just accept things the way you are. In life, if you don't fight against the grain every once in a while, you don't get where you want to go in life. It's always easy to follow what everybody else does. The truth is, you're not just talking about companies. You're talking about political active groups who will put commercials out there, who will splash their stuff on websites, who will go to forums, who will put videos on YouTube just to bash anybody who's against the bill. You're not dealing with groups that are stupid. They understand the internet. They understand how to get to people to change their mind, and they will use that against us. There are a lot of people behind the scenes that in the political world or regular normal world people don't see, but in the political world they're very powerful. They use their money. They make people sign contracts. They do things to influence people behind the scenes. And these people aren't limited to just one country. Their power scopes around the world. Remember, this problem is not a problem in the US. This is a problem in the world. There are several countries right now looking to pass bills to limit the internet, to limit what you can do in your videos, to take the power out of people. Because remember one thing, they don't like people having power. They don't like not being able to control people. When that's taken away from them, they don't like it. And they'll do everything to counter that. Remember, we're running in a situation where old business doesn't know how to handle the internet, and they're scared of it, and they want to find some way to stop it from the changes that are going to happen. Because we're really in the early stages of the internet changing the way we do things. That so many companies and so many people don't understand the scope of how internet could change everything. And you got to remember, the people you're dealing with aren't going to quit. That the minute you let your guard down, they will get through what they want. And when they do, we're all going to pay. Because you won't be able to put up what you want on the internet. It won't be what you want, it'll be what they want you say you can put up there. So that's all I want to say on this subject, guys. I will make another video soon.